We start with Japan, where the country's prime minister has announced a state of emergency for Tokyo, with Olympics opening in just 2 weeks. The restrictions are aimed at curbing infections after 20 new cases were reported on Wednesday. The measures are expected to impact the number of spectators. The main focus, however, is a request for bars, restaurants and karaoke parlors serving alcohol to be shut down. For the latest now, let's bring in Michael Penn. He's our correspondent and he joins us from Tokyo. Michael, good to have you with us. What more can you tell us about the measures that are being introduced?
Right. Well, Japan has kind of developed a kind of peculiar approach to the state of emergency, which is probably a lot different than other countries. At no point in this pandemic have there really been serious limits put on people's movement out of their houses or ability to travel around anywhere they want. But the way it's developed, especially in this fourth state of emergency, is to really put the burden on restaurants and bars, essentially to make them close up shop early, around 8 p.m. And as you mentioned, one of the most controversial and really kind of the focuses is to make sure that all restaurants and bars can't serve alcohol. The Japanese government believes this is one of the major areas that transmits COVID in the country. And so they promised to get tough on any restaurants and bars that in the Tokyo or Osaka areas that violate the alcohol service ban.
Now, that big question is how much these restrictions, Michael, are expected to impact the Games.
Yes, well, the Suga government and the IOC, International Olympic Committee, are absolutely determined to hold these games no matter what the consequences, no matter what happens. So they're going to go forward. The only question that really remains is whether or not there will be any spectators in the stands. The declaration of the state of emergency is strongly suggesting to most people that there will be few, if any, fans allowed on site. International fans were banned some time ago, but now it looks like there may not be any Japanese fans except possibly some VIPs. We haven't quite heard the final word on that yet.
Incredible developments there, Michael Penn. Thank you so much for that update from Tokyo.